Explosion of the real-world Pi network economy, and the future of global payments. Hello to the entire Pioneer community, and welcome to the Pi from Us channel. A new wave, a new and extremely important chapter of the Pi network is unfolding right before our eyes. After Pi network officially entered the open mainnet phase, the moment we had long been waiting for, the real-life application of Pi coin, is now exploding. No longer just about tapping on phones to mine Pi. Now thousands, even tens of thousands of merchants and small business owners are actively participating in the Pi network economy. This is the ultimate goal that the Pi Core team and all of us are striving toward, turning Pi coin into an everyday payment method, widely accepted across all nations alongside traditional payment methods. And right now, 3 countries are rising as beacons, leading the charge in bringing Pi into real life in the most practical way: China, South Korea, and Vietnam. The pioneer communities in these 3 nations are taking extremely practical actions. They're not just shouting slogans or recruiting newcomers. They are doing business with Pi network. They are opening shops, offering services, and accepting Pi coin. But how exactly are they accepting Pi? At what prices? Why are some pioneers feeling disappointed? And more importantly, what's the real potential behind this wave that is compelling real businesses to act? Can Pi truly change how we spend money globally? Don't miss a single second of this video. Together, we'll dive deep into the current state of Pi commerce, clear up misconceptions, explore the magical role of Banxa, and paint a picture of the future where Pi coin frees you from all payment barriers while traveling. And at the end, an important call to action that every pioneer must know. Let's begin. Part 1. Doing business with Pi. Harsh reality or smart move? As mentioned, the wave of merchants joining Pi is growing rapidly, especially in China, South Korea, and Vietnam. These are business people. They are very practical. They see opportunities, but also need to ensure the survival and profitability of their businesses. So how are they accepting Pi? There are 2 main models we need to understand. Model 1, high consensus price, narrow scope method. Some stores and businesses accept payment in Pi at a relatively high consensus price, up to $10, $50, or even more per Pi. But, important point, they usually apply this price only to selected items, high-margin products, promotional goods, or allow partial payment in Pi, e.g. 30% Pi, 70% cash, or 50-50. Purpose: this is a smart way to attract the attention of the vast pioneer community, estimated over 65 million worldwide, create marketing buzz, test the market, and show support for Pi network without taking on too much financial risk. Model 2, 100% Pi accepted, based on market price. Method: some businesses accept 100% payment in Pi for all or most of their products and services. But key difference: in this model, they often calculate Pi's value based on its current exchange rate on third-party platforms, around 0.5 to 0.7 per Pi. Note that this rate is volatile. Reason: this ensures financial safety, easier cash flow management, and reduced risk due to price fluctuations. They still attract pioneer customers without having to shoulder an overly high consensus price. It's this second model, especially, that has disappointed many pioneers. Many still hold the mindset that all stores must accept Pi at tens or even hundreds of dollars immediately for it to be right. They feel Pi is undervalued. Pi from Us hopes that these pioneers can soon better understand the nature of the market. Platforms and apps that support Pay with Pi essentially function like massive exchanges, a global marketplace. There are buyers and sellers, and prices are agreed upon based on supply, demand, and real-world conditions. If you don't use your Pi to buy at that price, someone else will. If you don't accept Pi at that price in your store, someone else will. Value is formed from real transaction volume, not from the subjective desires of a certain group. Remember, your Pi, your choice. Whether or not you join this economy is up to you. So why are practical business people, even those accepting market-priced Pi, still enthusiastic to participate? What motivation outweighs a high Pi valuation? The answer lies in one game-changing factor. Part 2. Banxa, the golden key opening Pi to the world. If you recall, in previous videos we discussed the historic partnership between Pi network and Banxa, a giant in fiat crypto on-ramp off-ramp solutions. And this is the powerful catalyst driving the merchant wave. This partnership brings a huge advantage. Now anyone, even those who never mine Pi, even tourists, can easily purchase Pi coin directly using familiar payment methods like Visa, MasterCard, and even Google Pay or Apple Pay. Think about it. In the past, how could a tourist visiting Vietnam or South Korea get Pi to spend at stores that accept Pi? It was very difficult, but with Banxa, this problem is solved. They can instantly buy Pi when needed. This creates a brand new source of demand for PiCoin, demand for spending, not just hoarding. That's exactly what business owners and merchants at Banxa see. 1. Access to a massive customer base. They see an opportunity to tap into a community of over 65 million Pi users worldwide, a market no business wants to miss. Even capturing 1% of that base is a huge number. 2. Future convenience. Although Banxa currently mainly supports on-ramp buying Pi, merchants believe that off-ramp, converting Pi into cash, will soon be implemented smoothly. Once that happens, they can quickly convert Pi earned from customers into fiat, minimizing exchange rate risks. Therefore, they're not too worried about today's Pi price rising or falling. What they care about is the revenue from Pioneer customers. From this, another massive potential is unlocked. Pi Network could completely revolutionize how we travel and make international payments. Just imagine. Before, traveling abroad meant dealing with currency exchanges, losing 3 to 5% or more in fees, learning to recognize unfamiliar money, worrying about fake bills or losing cash, so many hassles. With Pi Network Future, you travel anywhere, from bustling Seoul to a small village in Africa or a historic city in Europe. You just need your phone with Pi Browser. See a store that accepts Pi? Scan the QR code, pay in Pi in seconds. No currency exchange, no conversion fees, no fake money worries, no wrong denominations. A fast, convenient, and totally safe experience. This is the true value that Pi Network aims for. It's not just a cryptocurrency, it's a global payment solution that simplifies life, saves costs, and brings the world closer together. This vision is truly grand and full of appeal, but how can this real value be accurately reflected in the market? How can PiCoin break free from manipulation by whales? What lies ahead on the road forward? Part 3. The road to true value, patience before reaping the rewards. We've seen the enormous potential of Pi being integrated into real life. But there's a truth that all pioneers must face. The true and sustainable value of PiCoin will not be achieved overnight. Let's be clear. The Pi price you see on exchanges today is mainly dictated by short-term speculation, manipulation by market makers, and whales based on a limited supply and demand on those platforms. It does not yet reflect the real-world utility we've just discussed. So how can PiCoin reach its true value and break free from this grip? The answer lies in real-life transaction volume. Only when the total value of goods and services bought, sold, and exchanged using PiCoin through the Pay with Pi ecosystem, apps, marketplaces, stores that accept Pi, surpasses the speculative volume on exchanges, can Pi's price truly be driven by utility and the real economy it supports. To get there, we need. It will take time for millions of stores and businesses worldwide to integrate and accept Pi. This network may take years to reach critical mass. Community participation. Millions of pioneers must actively use Pi for payments, not just hoard and wait. Complete infrastructure. On-ramp, off-ramp solutions like Banxa must run smoothly and efficiently across the globe. A diverse ecosystem. More apps and practical use cases must be built on Pi Network to increase utility. That's why patience is one of the most crucial virtues for every pioneer right now. The Pi you mine for free can only reach its highest potential when the Pi economy has truly matured. Don't be in a rush. Don't sell your future short just because of short-term price fluctuations. Once true value is established, the power of whale manipulation will fade. At that point, Pi's price will reflect its stature as a global payment network. This journey demands patience, belief, and time. But is waiting all we can do? Or is there another extremely important role that each of us must play right now to protect and promote Pi Network? Part 4. The silent battle and the role of every pioneer. Alongside building a real economy, Pi Network is facing a silent yet fierce battle, the battle of information. Every day, countless false narratives, damaging rumors, FUD, and baseless criticism are spread across social media and forums. People claim Pi is a scam, has no value, will never succeed. These negative messages not only shake the confidence of new pioneers or those unfamiliar with the project, but also discourage potential business partners and collaborators from engaging with Pi. They severely damage the project's image and growth. Despite their tireless efforts, the Pi Core team cannot fight this information war alone. And this is where the power of the community, the power of every pioneer, becomes more critical than ever. You, yes you, are not just a Pi miner. You are an ambassador, a defender of Pi Network. When you see misinformation, don't look away. Don't stay silent, speak up. Use your understanding to politely explain why the info is wrong. Quote from the white paper or official announcements from the core team. Share positivity. Actively share good news, real development updates about Pi, photos of Pi accepting stores, info about new apps, partnerships like Banxa. Report bad content. Don't hesitate to report accounts or content that intentionally spread harmful, false FUD. Let's join hands with pifromus and over 65 million other pioneers worldwide. Every small action, every accurate explanation, every positive post helps fight off FUD, build trust, and create a healthier information environment for Pi Network to grow. Pi Network needs your voice. The success of this project largely depends on our unity, awareness, and actions. Part 5, Final Thoughts. The future is in your hands. We've explored the rising wave of entrepreneurs embracing Pi, gained insights into how it's being accepted in real life, discovered the revolutionary potential of global payments through Banxa, and understood the importance of patience in achieving real value, as well as each pioneer's role in the information battle. The real-world Pi economy is taking shape. Though still in its early stages, it is full of potential. A future where PiCoin allows us to transact freely across the globe is absolutely possible. But to make that vision real, we need time, patience, belief, and practical action from the community itself. Once again, your Pi, your choice. Choose to believe in the long-term vision. Choose to patiently wait for real value to be built through the economy. Choose to engage with the ecosystem and use Pi when possible. Choose to speak up and defend the project against misinformation. Be a wise, proactive, and responsible pioneer. If you found the information and insights in this video helpful, don't forget to give pifromus a like, share this video widely with the Pioneer community, and hit subscribe and the notification bell so you don't miss future content. The future of payments is being redefined, and Pi Network is a top contender. Thank you for being a part of this historic journey. Good luck, pioneers! See you in the next video.